Hello, gorgeous human being, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's actually my first not live video posted to YouTube that's not got a live audience, so this is quite interesting for me. But it's late actually, and it's about my bedtime. And I had a strong realization of something I wanted to share with you before the Protégé masterclass of tomorrow. And I figured I'd come in here, do this live stream, and then email it out to my audience. So I want to have a conversation with you about what it really means to master the art of being a student. Because when I look at the coaching industry and the mentoring industry, and I look at it as a profession, something that I really believe is going to go far beyond our time, a legacy that I feel we're building for ourselves and for future generations. Something that really stands out to me are the people who do this profession because they profoundly love the industry, profoundly believe in this model as a career, versus the people who've seen that there's an opportunity to make money and are not doing it from a place of pure desire to help people, pure desire to change the world, pure desire to have this incredible career, but more so just an opportunity to make money. And my feeling as someone who's been doing this for a few years now is I can tell the difference between a person who's so embodied and sees the art of the coaching industry, the mentoring industry, and wants to be the best possible human being at their craft versus someone who's trying to make money online using this modality. And when I look at some of the most beautiful professions that we look at, it's always such an honor to talk about who you've mentored with. The top chefs on the planet talk about who they've mentored with, and the top sports players talk about who they've mentored with, and the top businessmen and women of the world talk about who they've mentored with. Industries stand alone in this where they'll say, I shadowed blah, 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 or I was mentored by. It's something to be so proud of in the industry when what you're wanting to showcase and put forward is skill. When it's about the actual craft, when you're so passionate about what you've done and who you've become and what you've learned and what you've mastered because of the teachers that you've worked with and because of the protege that you have been, from protege to prodigy, the person in your life that has been the one that has helped you become this up and coming. In every industry, there's something so proud about that. And a lot of the times in the coaching industry, especially where money is involved, there's this fear that having a mentor or having someone guiding us may take away from our light and may be the reason that someone may pick the mentor instead, where in other industries, people really believe in their art, in their craft, and their standalone power. And it feels so incredible to talk about the fact that they have mentored with a specific actor or actress, that they've potentially modeled or mentored with a specific artist, singer. They'll be so proud to say, this person helped me, this person is the one. Whereas in the coaching industry, a lot of times there's this fear that if we're not self-taught in every single thing we've learned, that we're less valuable, that people might not choose us. So one of the frequencies that I've really embodied on my journey is to be that student, the one like in the Karate Kid. When you think of Picasso, people who've made history for their art, for their story, and were mentored. And I've taken it upon myself to be a really great student, a student for my mentors, but also a student from life. And I'm often asked how it is that I see life the way that I do, the depth, the connection that I have with life. And I feel this is a fundamental part of my leading position in this coaching industry. And I want to share this with you because I feel that if we're going to take this to the next level, if we're going to take it forward, I want to show you what I see when I look at this world, when I look at this industry. And there's a reason I was going to put it in the coach program or in the mentor program, but I feel it's a standalone conversation that's so important to be had on its own for people who are not even yet in the coach program or the mentor program. Maybe some people who all across their journey need to hear this. And so I've made it something that people can plug into at any time. It's going to be lifetime access, but I know that it's a specific kind of person who's going to be drawn to something like this. It's a very specific kind of person who's drawn to being the best at their craft and not necessarily just being known as the best or being paid as the best, but actually being the greatest possible coach and mentor they can be. And so in order for this industry, I think, to thrive, it's going to thrive with the people who aren't just doing it for the money, because this actually is an incredible business model. This is a business model. We've talked about this so many times. It's projected to have $20 billion in revenue, the coaching industry, just as of this year, 2022. So there's so much opportunity for wealth. But beyond that, it's an art. Beyond that, it's a career path. Beyond that, there's the people who want to make something beautiful for today and hope it's enough to get paid. And there's people who want to create something timeless that's so well done that it lasts a lifetime. We live in an era of immediate gratification. We live in an era where people buy things just for now, even though it breaks and you've got to replace it soon, as long as it's good now. Craftsmanship has changed. And I'm seeing this in the coaching industry as well. And so we have this awesome opportunity to build something timeless, something that gets better with age, like something that gets better and better as time goes by, something timeless. And this is what this masterclass really is about. I want to open your eyes to something so beautiful and so profound. It's going to bring that fire you had in your belly when you first started this business. It's going to plug you back into what made you want to do this in the first place. It's going to set a fire under your butt and make you feel so excited about why you started doing this in the first place and why it's so important to raise the bar for yourself, for your clients, for the industry. This is an incredible Mastercode. And I know that a specific kind of person will be attracted to this. The one that's not just interested in the way it looks on the outside, but also how it feels on the inside, because there's such a different feeling between having everybody want to buy your stuff and it feels like it's working versus knowing in the pit of your stomach it's going to work forever, that you've built something for the ages, that you've built something that you believe in, that you've built something that you trust in, that you've built something that is so easy to stand beside because you know you've built it with everything you've got. And so for those of you who are already registered for the coach program or the mentor program or both, this is the most extraordinary prelude. It's going to get you in the mood for the most extraordinary month ever. And for those of you who are not doing those yet, but want to be included in a conversation that really raises the bar for your business, this is it. And so it's $333. It's lifetime access. Tomorrow we have 2-hour and 22-minute transmission. And then there's a Q&A, like based on what we talk about in those 2 hours and 22 minutes, based on the questions that come through, I create another segment based on the Q&A, based on your questions. And it's going to be lifetime access. So I'd love to see you there. The links are in the email that I've sent you. If you're looking for links in other places, you can always email melanie@alphafem.com, and my team will hand those over to you. We'll also put them in the notes so it's easy to find. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I suggest that you do that because I may be popping in here with more stuff over time. Thank you so much for being in my world, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye.